Verstanden, Herr Kommandant. Wollen Sie mitfahren? Bitte Artillerieunterstützung auf Planquadrat 734536. Taxi bereit. Jawohl, Kommandant. Packt zusammen und dann los.
Es ist mir eine Ehre, die Männer anzuführen. Er ist erledigt. Fertig machen, Männer. Jetzt, Leiter, mir nach. Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
That's a bit of a bad start, but I don't mind. We'll recover from this. No worries. It's totally under control.
Don't shoot!
Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant.
That's what happened when you take too much of a risk.
Wir freie Sicht auf den Feind. Unsere Artillerie wartet auf Koordinaten. 300 zulegen. Vorrufen. Feuer.
Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Let's get this in place.
Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht? Verstanden. Lasst mich raus! Ich will da raus!
That's problematic right now.
Machen uns bereit, Herr Kommandant. Erster Zug zur Stelle. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Was gibt es zu tun?
Wir können nicht mehr.
This thing really.
Ja, richtig.
Was gibt es zu tun? Nimm die Beine in die Hand! Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle.
Mir ist erledigt.
Okay, let's see. Who's winning? They are winning. What's the goal of this? It's conquest. Okay. Great.
We give up! Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit! Auf Mann!
So it's really cool jumping in.
Absetzen, sofort! Los geht's, Männer! Ja, Mann!
Wir sind festgenagelt. Zurückfallen lassen.
Okay, so what do we need now? We need more artillery, of course.
Koordinaten
Always.
Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
Now let's organize ourselves toward pushing them back. That sounds like a plan.
Stillgestanden. Her mit dem Feldstecher.
Yeah, they're already pushing hard here. I'm a bit light to face so many enemy pushing forward.
Landsat zur Stelle.
Let's bring some MG that will allow me to suppress them a little. Let's bring additional anti-tank over here. Actually make that way additional.
Herr Kommandant.
I'll move my Airborn over here.
Hauptmann? Wir brechen auf.
And I will move my... I'm not sure about this artillery piece. Okay, I will bombard over there. I need to get rid of those mortar. They are a pain.
Halt Ausschau nach Angriffszielen. Höchstgeschwindigkeit.
Okay, getting there, getting there. There we go.
Bitte Artillerieunterstützung auf Planquadrat 37.
Now let's turn back.
Bereit für den Transport.
Benz, Reiser, mir nach. Erster Zug zur Stelle.
Normally this artillery strike will hopefully manage to kill whatever is over there. I will move my artillery vehicle over here and I will bombard this because this is dangerous. I'll bring some Panzer strike over here.
We surrender.
There we go, hopefully that will kill those mortars. That's one less. I'll kill this. And I doubt I'll kill it. That was disappointing.
Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht.
Okay, now let's kill
Bitte
this.
Artillerieunterstützung auf Planquadrat 734-536.
Hoffentlich entdeckt uns der Feind nicht im offenen Gelände. Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit.
As soon as we'll be in phase B, I'm not even sure if I have anything. I don't really have much to destroy those mortars. That's a bit of a problem with this battle group.
Bereit, Panzer zu knacken.
Over here were too many anti-tank.
Was gibt es zu tun?
Ruhe. Herhören. Halt Ausschau nach Angriffszielen.
Okay, nice. The cannon is dead there.
Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht.
All this artillery vehicle will need to pull back.
Hab ich dich.
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle.
Did I just see some gunfire from here? Might have a LSNA dead.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Verstanden.
Bereit, Herr Hauptmann.
Oh, come on, kill this. That will be glorious.
Ja, Hauptmann.
Oh, this time they can.
Hab ich dich.
Very nice. One less mortar.
Ja, Hauptmann.
Let's go back into this building.
Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit. Mal sehen, wo die eisernen Kreuze wachsen. Pack zur Stelle. Erster Zug zur Stelle.
Okay, so this is a Churchill. This can be a pain.
Ja, Hauptmann. Wir
Well,
bleiben
here I
hier.
seem to have an angle on this, so if there's any vehicle coming that way, this anti-tank should be in position to take care of it.
Fertig machen zum Sprung. Wir greifen gleich.
That's good. What is this? That's quite a brush.
Wir brauchen mehr Munition.
That's quite the vein rush to say.
Don't shoot.
Okay, so we're in phase B. It can be good or that can be bad, I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's destroy this thing.
Mache mich auf den Heimweg.
Wiederholen Sie. Gefechtsstand.
Mostly want to support this side for right now so that we can focus on mine.
Ändere Kurs.
Auf wen haben Sie es abgesehen? We give up. Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende.
Verstanden. Bin unterwegs.
there's not much anti-air around here,
Staffel erwartet Befehle.
which is problematic.
Verstanden, Kommandant. Erwarte Anweisungen.
But I can kill those fighters.
Lageinformation. Hilfe! Indianer von Ort, bereit für den Angriff. Zu Befehl, Kommandant. Drehe jetzt ab.
Okay, now let's get back into my corner.
Bereit für den Transport.
So it's time to push with my paratroopers.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Wie das heiße
Move
Messer.
this anti-thing forward. So I'll be able to push forward, and I need to secure this forest.
Infanterie bereit.
Please, don't shoot.
Very nice.
Hier nach.
Was gibt es zu tun?
We'll deploy an MG42 here, and I'll move these infantry over here. Actually, that MG42 will go in there. This way, this will cover this entire forest area. And I can see that they are actually
Erwartet Ihre Befehle.
answering my move forward here.
Oh Gottes Willen.
I'll order pull back there.
Gibt es dort Frauen und Wein?
Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit.
Now, my issue is with using my airplane currently is that they have a good amount of
Zusammen und dann los.
Mal
potential
sehen, wo die eisernen Kreuze wachsen.
anti-air, and I don't.
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle. Los, Jungs, Augen auf.
No, nice.
Jawohl, Kommandant. Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit.
Now, the advantage of my
Was gibt es zu tun?
Airborn is that I'm very mobile. On foot, let's say.
Die Besten der Besten.
We definitely need more anti-air. I'll bring some. Yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the streaming then. Not sure it'd cure everything, but might cure some stuff here.
Ist einsatzbereit. Vorwärts, Marsch.
Herr Kommandant.
Okay, over here, this MG will suppress these guys, which is good.
Bereit, Herr Hauptmann. Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich.
Come on, paratrooper, kill that Ricky.
Der ist erledigt.
Nice.
Fallschirmjäger zu Diensten, Hauptmann.
Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit.
Gibt es dort Frauen und Wein? Knochensack sitzt.
Let's keep suppressing this area, even though I don't have a visual.
Stellung halten, Soldaten. Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit.
Drücker, hier nach.
MG einsatzbereit. Querfeuer. Lay down your weapons, guys.
Start suppressing over here while we capture it.
Ja, Hauptmann.
Vorwärts, Marsch. Bereit für den Transport. Die Punkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Okay, I nearly thought that I had lose full of anti-air.
Zug ist
pull back those paratroopers. I guess I'll need some additional infantry. Let's bring some strong pioneer.
Bereit, Herr Hauptmann.
Oh, well, didn't kill it, but it's a bit scared.
Zug ist einsatzbereit.
Verdammt, reichhaltige Luft hier.
Okay, what can I bring? I could use artillery, but that's only 2 minutes.
Um Gottes Willen!
A lot of infantry pushing here.
Erster Zug zur Stelle. Reiser, mir nach. Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant.
I'm nearly... I think I'll bring some supplies to that MG because it's really serving me well currently.
Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit. Gibt es dort Frauen und Wein?
And let's bring additional recon. Fusilier should be good.
Bereit für den Transport. Zielpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Die Besten der Besten. Gut.
Let's bring an MG over here, so if they manage to push on that direction, the MG will be able to suppress them. That can be good.
Erster Zug zur Stelle. Gibt es dort Frauen und Wein? Was gibt es zu tun?
Let's bring the infantry over here.
Zielpunkt erreicht.
Let's unload these.
Da geht's lang. Ruhe. Erhört. Vorwärts, Männer. Aber schießt erst auf mein Kommando.
Zug ist
I
einsatzbereit.
will bring my grenadier, grenadier, but paratroopers over here so that they will refill their ammo very soon.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Dann shoot.
Let's wait this out. I think we'll kill this.
Ah,
There we
das
go.
hat gesessen.
Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant. Meine Herren, verbrannte Erde. Ihre Befehle, Herr Hauptmann? Ja.
Okay, so it's time to refill my ammo.
Benz, Reiser, mir nach.
We'll bring those Lorraine units.
Über dein Taxi bestellt.
Wachsam bleiben. Was können wir für Sie tun?
This area is attracting too much attention,
Gibt es dort Frauen und Wein?
especially because now there is some anti-air down there.
Erster Zug zur Stelle. Falls der Tank getroffen wird, sind wir hinüber.
Since we're at sea stage, I'll bring some Flak 88 as soon as I can.
Mehr Feuerkraft gefällig? Sprenggranaten geladen. Feuerbereit. Artillerie zu Diensten.
There's a lot going on in this area, that's good.
Flammenwerfer bereit. Meine Herren, verbrannte Erde. Jawohl.
Zur Stelle, Kommandant. Feuerbereit.
They really are aggressive here.
Seekran nach oben. Feuer.
Ihre Befehle, Herr Hauptmann.
Zielkoordinaten, Kommandant.
That's a good target there.
Mehr Feuerkraft gefällig?
have some airstrike ready. Yeah, there's many options at this point. I think what I mostly need is proper anti-air. Yeah, that should be my priority right now. I will move them over here. This way they'll have an angle for shooting tanks.
Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant. Da ist Bewegung drin.
Also move this anti-tank over there.
Ja. Hoffentlich entdeckt uns der Feind nicht im offenen Gelände.
Oh, these guys have really short range or something.
Verstanden. Verlegen Feuerstellung.
Can I reach anything yet?
Sprenggranaten geladen. Feuerbereit. Ja.
I'm gonna reach this 80 gun.
Die Besten der Besten. Jawohl. Zug ist einsatzbereit.
Feuerbereit.
Okay, let's bombard this.
Ausgerichtet.
I'll also bring some supplies to my 88s. And I will also bring an officer, which will boost them.
Warten auf Feuerkoordinaten. Ja, Kommandant.
I guess here I'll bring my
Wird dort in Stellung gebracht.
artillery over here, which I will bombard this area.
Ausgerichtet.
I'll also need to bring some supplies for that artillery, which I'll send over there.
Geschützbereit, Herr Kommandant.
It's like there's so many planes flying around that I don't really think it's useful to do much about it.
Geschützbereit, Herr Kommandant.
They really have too much artillery for us currently.
Bereit, Panzer zu knacken.
Jawohl.
Flak führt Stellungswechsel durch.
Ja, Kommandant. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet.
Okay, let's bombard. What? Yeah, this line of streets seem the priority currently.
Wie wäre es mit Trommelfeuer?
My artillery seem really strong, but very limited in range.
10 Grad nach oben. Feuer. Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele. Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel.
So we're going to push on that side.
Nummer 4, bereit zum Angriff. Ziel vernichtet. Erwarte Anweisungen. Lay down your weapons, guys. Wiederholen Sie, Gefechtsstand. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet.
My supplies over here. I need supplies. Let's bring some.
Versorgung kann
Actually, I have some over here. Let's move them over here. So what I'll do is I'll bring the recons from there to here so I can have a better view of what's going on. Well, here we have a big problem.
Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele.
Let's call this a huge problem. we have too many troops here and nothing here.
Zur Stelle, Hauptmann. Sprenggranaten geladen. Feuerbereit. Einsatzbereit. Geben Sie mir nur
Well, I guess I have to do something about this.
Flugangriff durch.
So I will use my airstrike on them.
Kehren zurück zum
Even though
Fliegerort.
it's a very meager attempt.
Das hat gesessen.
But it seemed to attract their air.
Victor. Wiederholen Sie, Gefechtsstand. Verstanden. Auf dem Weg. Lageinformation. Indianer voraus, bereit für den Angriff.
Okay, let's bring them over here.
Abbruch, Abbruch. Fliege zurück zum Platz.
Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that can work.
Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele. Die sind so gut wie tot. Er geht in Flammen auf.
Well, that was good enough. Kill a few of his fighter, but that's probably too few.
Indianer voraus, bereit für den Angriff.
I'll bring some infantry over there.
Wie wäre
Now
es mit
this
Ormelfeuer?
artillery piece is really badly placed. I need to fix this.
Verstanden. Verlegen Feuerstellung.
Yeah, I guess these artillery have way too short of a range. Don't like it.
Brauchen Sie Feuer.
So what I'll do is I'll push forward with these troops over here.
Speer zur Stelle.
Move over here with my recons. This forest seems to be very well suppressed.
Brauchen Sie Feuer. Sturmpioniere, sammeln.
Haben Sie Zielkoordinaten, Hauptmann?
I suppose at this point I might be able to bring some artillery over here.
Zur Stelle, Hauptmann.
Heavy guns.
Die Artillerie wird dort in Stellung gebracht.
Flammenwerfer bereit.
Wir rücken aus. Absetzen, sofort. Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Now the issue over here is that we just don't have sufficient
Wiederholen Sie,
right here.
Gefechtsstand. Verstanden. Auf dem Weg.
No, just too slow.
Einsatzbereit.
Sturmpioniere, sammeln.
Stillgestanden.
Yeah, so the good news is that we seem to be retaking ground, but the bad news is that this is way too late.
Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen.
Geschützbereit, Herr Kommandant. 10 Grad nach oben. Feuer. Stillgestanden.
We surrender.
Der Tod kommt von
So
oben.
let's use my air-to-ground planes.
Geben Sie mir nur ein.
But the fact that I don't have much anti-air around is really an issue.
Erwarte Anweisungen. Muss
Come on,
Einsatz
kill it.
abbrechen.
No luck.
Freie Jagd.
No luck, and I have too few fighters,
Und ich ebenso.
which ended up spawning really far.
Welche Luftwaffe? Haltet mir den Rücken frei. Warte auf
Okay, let's
Einsatzbefehl.
bombard this.
Wir sind festgenagelt!
This is really just some pushback without much hope of beating anything.
Don't shoot!
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht?
Ziel anvisieren! Feuer! Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit!
Auf wen haben Sie es abgesehen? Wir sind leer geschossen. Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele.
Fallschirmjäger zu Diensten, Hauptmann! Ihre Befehle, Herr Hauptmann?
Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele.
Ein Flammenmeer! Macht ein Trümmerfeld daraus! Tanks voll, sind vor Richtung gereinigt.
So flamethrower is chasing away the troops in that town.
Liebe den Geruch von Feuer am Morgen. Vorwärts,
That
und
seems to
immer die
be
Augen offen.
really. Oh, we have more territory. That's the good news.
Kommandant.
Lay down your weapons, guys.
I guess if I bring some Stück over here, that might help.
Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel.
Here, these troops are merely there to keep the enemy buzzing. You know?
Feuerkoordinaten. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
Bereit zum Feuern, Kommandant. Wir können nicht mehr. Verstanden. Fallschirmjäger, kampfbereit. Seid wachsam, Soldaten.
Mehr Feuerkraft gefällig? Panzer 1 bereit. Zeit für ein paar Abschüsse.
Way too few anti-air over here. We need some. There's nothing.
Panzer 1 bereit.
Yeah, that's good.
Hier wird zu brenzlig. Ich bin raus.
Most of my fighters there, but it's okay.
Kameraden, das war's.
The enemy's pulling back his fighter, which leave open some movement
Rot 1 an alle.
on my part, I suppose.
Kommen.
Can airstrike more?
Fallschirmjäger zu Diensten, Hauptmann. Sturmpioniere, sammeln. Benz, Reiser, mir nach.
Okay, let's bombard this artillery piece over here.
Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende.
Airstrike these recons. I will airstrike that Churchill.
Warte auf Einsatzbefehl.
Das hat mich erwischt.
Get rid of
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
enemies to kill. Let's airstrike that 17 PDR.
Stehen bereit. Taxi bereit.
Ja, richtig.
No, that might not be the right airstrike to do on this.
Doppelscharf. Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Der Motor überhitzt. Und ich ebenso. Weder Freund noch Feind. Nur lohnende Ziele. Zur Stelle, Hauptmann. 10 Grad nach oben. Feuer.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Okay, I suppose I should keep up with my supply.
Los, Jungs, Augen auf.
Leitstelle. Bereit zum
Let's
Angriff.
airstrike this. Airstrike this again.
Bereit, Herr Hauptmann. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst.
those Flak 88 are really chasing the enemy fighters away.
Artillerie zu Diensten.
Wir brauchen mehr Munition.
Wie wäre es mit Trommelfeuer?
Let's call in more airstrike. These guys here.
Tiefflugangriff durch.
Killing their infantry is really important at this point.
Zug einsatzbereit. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorn.
Prevent them from pushing forward.
Treffer. Ziel zerstört.
Nice, everybody is suppressed now.
Geschütz überprüft und einsatzbereit. Ziel zerstört.
This small group of Eastern troops are really holding their own.
Kommandant. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet. Artillerie zu Diensten. Setzen uns in Bewegung.
Passt auf euch auf, Kameraden. Verstanden.
I probably won't win this, but it won't be
Bravo
far.
4 bereit zum Angriff.
It's a good pushback, let's say.
Bravo 4, warte auf Einsatzbefehl.
It's a wasted airstrike.
Sonnenstraße. Marschbereitschaft hergestellt.
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub.
Hauptmann? Verstanden. Verschieben unsere Stellung. Ende.
Wachsam bleiben.
Okay, we need to attack over here. Ah, never mind, it's over. So, considering a pretty bad start, I did okay. 2,600 and 1,630. And what killed what? Jaeger did well, heavy batteries did very well at the beginning. And those Lorraine did okay, but they are really short range. And bombers did good. Stug did good. And that's pretty much it. So let's go on to the next one. Everything's fine. Sound is okay. Okay, so let's find a room. Okay, let's play with second infantry is good. Yes, armored. I haven't done much of that lately. Oh, this is destruction. I guess Axis has a bit of an edge in destruction, but I'll give it a try with third armored. charm of a loading time. Alright, so where to? I have an American armored deck. What to do? Well, I guess armored might be okay over here, or no, actually. This is American armored. Let's go over here. It's been a while. Okay, I'll put my stuff over here. I'll bring some Beaufort. Have a couple of Stuart.
Yes, sir. Ready for orders. Loud and clear.
So what I'll do is I'll move over here. Oh, I should bring some recon probably. Let's remove one Beaufort and bring recon. Can I? Actually, I cannot. What is this? You have the points for it? That's strange. Guess it's scout for later stage. I'll guess I'll bring more infantry then.
I am listening, sir. Pedal to the metal. Ready to transport.
So what I'll do is I will unload infantry over here, and I will cover this entire area. Yeah, I guess. That's probably the explanation. I don't remember doing this deck that way, but I will. I suppose I do a recon in force or something.
Ready, sir. I'm going as fast as I can.
There was a patch this morning, so maybe. Nah, I don't know.
Sugar King. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again. Need a lift? I'll let you off at these coordinates. Ready to transport.
Only hear me on the left or something?
I'll let you off at these coordinates. Ready to take command, sir. Punch it! Ready, sir. Everybody out. Move out.
Guess I'm moving my troops over here.
Yes, sir. Ready to transport. Be careful. Enemies nearby. I'm going as fast as I can. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's destroy this thing.
Any update?
280 gun over here. Seem to be a paratrooper deck.
As you command, sir. Need a lift? Carried away, sir.
Let's regroup these
Loud and
troops over
clear.
here.
At your orders.
Oh, that might not be paratrooper. There's a tank.
Sir.
And it's targeting something. It might be my plane.
I am in charge here.
These might be. What are they? Not sure.
Yes, sir. Second platoon, let's go.
On my right seem to be fairly secure.
Carried away, sir. We stop here. Yes.
Let's go across over here. guess he might have spotted me over here.
Gun checked and ready.
Engaging the enemy. Eagle 1 ready.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren. Ready to fire, sir. Pedal to the metal.
Ammo check, everybody.
Got him.
That's very nice.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
Ready to transport.
Okay, now let's try to suppress the enemy a little. Use the moral aspect of things.
Ready, sir.
Finger on the trigger.
Fire ready. I want to go home.
I'm hit. I'm hit. Ready for order.
I'm on E. Logging out. Second platoon ready, sir.
Moving out.
Okay, so Erstug is panicking.
For order.
We're being overrun.
Shoot anything that moves.
Yes, sir.
So to continue pushing forward.
Sir, yes, sir. Grab our stuff and move.
And now the guy left. Defeated.
Carried away, sir.
Typical. So now it's time to take advantage of this new position of strength.
Bayonets!
What is this, by the way? That's destruction, right?
Ready, sir.
I guess I could potentially order my troops back into transport.
Need a lift?
That might be useful.
Fire and maneuver.
I am listening, sir.
It's possible that my voice is only coming from the left. I might be able to fix that, but I'm not sure. Let's see.
Copy that. Out.
I want to go home.
I will look into it after this round.
Shut up and listen to the captain.
Let's
Attacking.
suppress this recon unit over here.
Where are we headed? Loud and clear.
Yes, sir. They're out there, waiting.
Ready to transport. Pedal to the metal. Yes? Be advised. Enemy sighted. Yes, sir.
Okay, here we'll push. Beat that 80 gun rate.
Opening up on Jerry.
There we go.
Taxi ready.
We'll wait for reinforcements over here.
Repeat control. Affirmative.
Be advised. Enemy sighted. This war will be over by Christmas.
Okay, now that this guy is suppressed, let's move forward with the F-track.
I am in charge here. I'm going as fast as I can.
Now, one thing I'm missing currently is probably anti-air.
Yes.
That's very
Yes,
useful
sir.
to have, especially when you're right next to the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Assault squad, form up.
10-4, good buddy. Sir. Going there as fast as possible. Carried away, sir. One less crowd. Driver, put it in gear.
so this vehicle is
I
destroyed.
know a shortcut. Ready to take command, sir.
Incoming tank.
Come on,
Okay,
folks.
let's hide.
Doors over there. Ready to transport.
You go there. I go into that field.
Saluting the
And I will
captain makes
unload the
him a
infantry.
target for the Germans.
Second platoon, let's go.
Yes? Attack formation. Form up.
Well, that's a fairly weak tank. Oh,
I'm on
not weak enough apparently.
Moving out. I know a shortcut. Follow me, men.
Shut up and listen to the captain.
Let's overwhelm him.
We've got them.
Or kill him. Something.
Ammo check, everybody.
Okay, well here I will leave one unit of infantry over there.
Sugar Cane. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again. I am in charge here. Ready to transport. Loud and clear. Nicht schießen, Kamerad. Wir geben auf. Ready to take command, sir.
And we will leave an additional infantry unit over here.
Sugar Cane. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again.
Now, I guess for the purpose of pushing faster, I will move my AF track over there and help out our ally troops.
Easy, boys. Jerry's close. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we'll do from there,
Repeat, control.
first of all, kill
They're as
these.
good as dead.
AA guns ready. Move. We'll be ready to open fire.
We'll suppress that group of Freecon. Sadly, they killed whatever was there. There's an incoming heavy tank over here. I will need to react about that.
Go on, control. Copy, leader.
Now, while my anti-air is
Sir.
making them panic, I'll bring additional anti-air.
Any update? I'm out of here.
Everybody
I will
out.
absolutely need to deploy my anti-air over here. There we go.
Roger. Go and shoot anything that moves.
Wait a second, I can reattach pro.
Where are we headed? Moving out.
Now, while this is happening, I'm neglecting my force here. And I will call in an airstrike on this incoming tank unit.
Adjusting course.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans.
Engaging the enemy.
Ready to transport. 10-4, good buddy.
It's the magic of airstrike. I might be able to capture one
I want my scout.
or even both.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters and the preys. Repeat, control. Attacking.
If my plane is fast enough.
I know a shortcut.
Bandit ahead. Ready to engage.
Okay, that's one less.
Moving out.
That's two less.
Loud and clear.
Ammo check, everybody.
Now, if you notice over here, there's somebody that's surrendered. I think that's my troops.
Need a lift?
Very unfortunate.
Pedal to the metal.
Eagle 1 ready. Germans ahead.
Let's
Affirmative.
do a strafing run here. I will bring a jumbo over here, as well as a command vehicle, and next step is more
Taxi ready.
Okay, so they're deploying a lot of infantry over here. That can be problematic.
Yes?
So what I'll do is I will deploy my anti-air to react to this
Headed.
accordingly.
Nothing to report. Ryan, get down. Everybody out. Where are we headed? I'm out of here. Yes? Driver, put it in gear. Ready, sir.
Okay, well, I did significantly hurt them with making them surrender a couple of tanks. But now I do need additional tank, like this one will be very useful right now.
Nothing to report. Shoot anything that moves. Nothing to report.
Now, additionally, considering they are bringing tanks, I will bring some anti-tank over here. And I will need infantry as well. Already starting to be a bit overextended currently.
Grab our stuff and move.
Yeah, the jumbo are definitely slow.
Carrying away, sir.
I seem to have lost one Mustang.
Yes, sir. I know a shortcut.
Incoming Panthers.
Ready to transport.
Currently the axis is winning, so somebody must be losing big time on my side.
Taxi
It's
ready.
not my case, but somebody.
Need a lift? Careful. Enemies nearby. Backwards. Abandoned
Oh,
vehicle.
damn it.
Where are we headed?
Did manage to make my aft-track surrender before it does.
Kameraden, das war's.
Ready, sir.
I will definitely need more
Sir.
anti-tank,
Backwards.
which mean I need to find something proper. Okay, let's bring the heavy one because I'm fighting Panthers. I still need additional infantry to cover the ground. Now currently their Panther are over here, which might be an opportunity for me to push over here. And then I'll just move back here after. It's a bit tricky, but we might manage. So currently we don't have much anti-air over here. That's problematic.
Yes, sir.
Ready to take command, sir. Put your foot down, driver.
Also, additionally, as we get closer to their spawn, they have better air support than us. What's the status on those anti-tank? Okay, they are still a long way.
Red 6, mounted up. Careful. Enemies nearby. Nice shooting, gunner.
Okay, it seems that their Panther got noticed of my
Nothing to report.
Sherman.
I know a shortcut.
Sir, yes, sir.
Ah, that's a couple of jumbo, that's good.
This war will be
But
over by
jumbos are not that deadly.
We stop
It's
here.
mostly that other type of tank which I have right here, but I just don't have the points for it.
Awaiting instruction.
Okay, here there's some anti-tank gun coming.
Taxi ready.
send one unit over here. I really want to attract these Panthers, so we'll be better prepared for to fight them over here.
Backwards!
Well, here I barely have
Any
anything.
orders, sir? Go and shoot anything that moves.
Ready, sir! This war will be over by Christmas. I am listening,
So
sir.
what I'll do is I will redeploy my tank over here.
It would be bad form to arrive too early.
There are two types of pilots. The hunters
Let's do
and
a
the
start on
brave.
this.
Germans ahead.
Okay, let's bring some Sherman over here.
Sir!
Grab our stuff and move.
Yeah, it seems that their tank is mainly
Carried away,
are mainly
sir.
over here.
All right, I'm out of here.
Well, this guy has the situation under control over here.
Where are we headed?
Put your foot down, driver. Serpentine! Serpentine! I want to go home. GIs ready for battle. Retreat!
Everybody out!
Stay on alert, men.
Ah, that's a real problem. There is infantry in there.
Give us a good firing position. Grab an AP
Which
round.
means I definitely need additional infantry, flamethrower over here, but they will come very late.
Yes?
Give us a clear line of sight.
Well, here I have my best
Nothing to report.
anti-tank.
What's up, sir?
Everybody out!
All right, ladies, it's time to move.
Over here.
Squad,
Side.
at your orders, sir.
Backward!
Give us a good firing position.
Now this tank over here has a small angle. It's dangerous for us.
Yes, sir.
Carried away, sir.
Setting up, sir.
Let's go, guys.
Come on, das war's.
I am in charge here.
Move, but watch for ambushes.
Unfortunately here the infantry is not acting particularly aggressively. Oh, never mind.
Nothing to report.
Grab an AP round. Just in case.
Oh, nice. Managed to kill something over here. Not sure if I did it or somebody else.
Burning.
Let's go and look for Jerry.
War Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening.
Hold first. Now! Sugar Cane. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again.
I hear you. Loud and clear. Nice shooting, Gunner. Awaiting orders.
Orders are clear. Go ahead.
Here I'm suppressing with my AT gun here.
He's burning.
Nice, got a kill.
Late season coming on. Begin roll.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
Carried away, sir. On the road again. This is a story you will tell your grandchildren.
Now is Panther really
I am in charge here.
in a bad position?
Ready to take command, sir.
Yeah, I did call in an additional tank. Here they are.
Roger that.
forward over here.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open. One more kill.
Nice. So another kill over here. I'm not even sure if I did it.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Grab some AP rounds, just in case.
Well, here my reinforcements tank are really arriving right at the
Just in case.
right moment. But they still are moving toward me over here. Bring additional infantry.
Let's go, boys. Beware of crowds.
I will hold a little.
Reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
Just because of that. Ooh, nice.
Good hit. Reverse.
Let's go back. There's infantry right there. Oh, actually, I can perhaps kill it. Yeah, that's good. There is likely infantry in there.
Yes?
It seems that I destroyed this panther over there.
Gun ready.
Taxi ready. This is a story
I guess
you
at
will
this
tell
point
your
I will need
grandchildren.
supplies. Let's bring some.
What's up, sir?
Let's move these tank over here.
Moving at full speed. Roger. Search and destroy.
AA guns.
Okay, it's
ready.
time to bring back my anti-air capacity because they are a bit far.
Any orders, sir?
Oh, good, I have some infantry over here. Never
Copy
heard.
that. Out. Yes, sir. We'll do our best, sir. One more kill. Ready for orders.
Okay, so that's good.
Waiting for instructions, sir.
I'll move some infantry over here.
Need a lift? This is where you get off.
I love the smell of fire in the morning. Take cover.
Okay, that's a smaller unit than
Protect
expected.
the fuel tank.
Sugar cane. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again.
Get your shit in gear. We're rolling.
What's up, sir?
I definitely need more
Beware of crowds.
ammo. Where's my trap? It's like my supply line is so extended.
Just give us something to burn. Engineers, form on me.
Ready to transport.
Grab some AP rounds. Just in case.
Any update?
Okay, here I will call in an airstrike because I need to get rid of that.
All right, ladies. It's time to move.
Nothing to report.
They're out there, waiting.
Yes?
Oh, yeah, I took care of that.
Saluting the captain
Oh,
makes him a target for the
incoming
Germans.
panther over here. I will move forward a little to attract him closer.
Ready to blast some tanks, sir.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans.
Just give us something to burn.
Alright, so what can I do at this point?
AT gun, primed and ready. I am listening,
There's
sir.
an additional tank over there.
Berlin or bust. At your orders.
My issue is that there might be enemies over here. I need additional infantry.
AT gun, primed and ready.
Okay, infantry ahead over here. Let's go this. Also, my issue is that I don't have much supply anymore. I think.
Ready to take command,
Oh,
sir.
they got my jumbo. That's very unfortunate. It was doing so well.
Need a light, sir?
Radio check, friend 1 through 6. Over.
Sir. Get ready, boys.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring this anti-tank gun over here. I'll move it over here. It will likely come too late for that Panther, but you never know. Actually, I have no
Enemy
recon.
spotted. Be
It's
ready.
fine. I've seen worse. No, I think that's my supply vehicle that got captured here. Okay, let's bring additional tank, like Jumbo. Axis is really winning elsewhere. But I'm doing good on my side. What's interesting here is that this guy is really ensuring that he's not being flanked. Which brings one solution.
Heading up, sir. Attention. Go to hell.
That's one less after. I guess the guy isn't paying attention. Or it doesn't mind.
Yes, sir. Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
Finally, my infantry is coming.
Report. Backwards. Need a lift?
Okay, I need to pull back a little. There's infantry here.
One more hit and we're done.
Awaiting orders.
Let's bring a tank here. I guess that's what it means.
Carried away, sir.
I'll bring infantry here as well.
Clear.
At your orders.
My foot infantry is coming slowly.
Sugar King. Sugar Charlie 3.
And here I'm just not pushing because there's too much of a risk.
Awaiting orders. Engaging target.
So far, that was a good shot.
Nothing to report.
Grab our stuff and move. They're out there.
There's not a good shot enough.
Need a lift?
These guys dead.
Sir. This is where you get off.
Get ready to engage. Ready, sir.
Okay, let's move over here. No, I'm still waiting. My artillery tank should be on the way. Wow, there's jumbo. I totally forgot about those jumbos over here.
We have men down.
That's how long it takes to actually get there.
At your order. Fire and maneuver.
Taxi ready.
Okay, he moved his tank over here, so I'll move my
Yes?
anti-tank over there.
Grab some AP rounds, just in case.
Here my infantry is really, its purpose is to attract the enemy fire, so I can actually do something about those enemies.
Get down. Reporting for duty.
Gentlemen, we're going in.
Ammo check, everybody.
But it seems that infantry in the building are really tough to get through.
We're being overrun.
So I'll use that flamethrower, which will hopefully by himself kill everything. Very nice one here. One third inch is dead.
Go to hell.
Everybody died in the building. It's more than expected. Well, here I'm not even sure if this attack thing did.
Armor ready.
Going there. Get ready, boys. Adjusting aim. Fire.
Very nice skill here.
Yes? We can't take any more.
Okay, at this point we can proceed forward.
I have a bad
And this is
feeling.
over. We're likely lost. Yeah. That was a defeat for my team, but I did kill 400 and lost 1,300. So that's pretty good for me. The rest of my team did okay, I guess. This guy lost a lot, but who cares? Okay, new round. Now we'll try to address the sound issue. Let's go German for a change. Well, I'm not sure about fixing that thing on the left side. Might have to restart the stream to actually fix that. Anyway. Oh, actually, I might have figured it out. Tell me if that's a mono or stereo now. Do I sound only on the left side? Or on the right side? Or on both sides? Okay, let's see. Where should I go? I took... okay, I have Airborn. I did very well here last time, so I might as well go somewhere else. Okay, nice. Thank you for your quick feedback about fixing this. It's because I have a bit of a special audio system. So I have a preamp which is designed to have actually two microphones. But in many applications what it does is that you can have one microphone on one side and the other one on the other side. But you need to so you need to kind of enforce it to be mono, which I forgot about. So where should I go? Well, all areas seem to be fairly covered. I'm not particularly well for that area, but I think I will send a few recon to help out. But I think I won't deploy much. I'll keep my stuff in reserve. But I can help out this guy over here. Maybe. No, not sure. I don't want to overcommit yet. So let's bring some anti-tank over here and I'll just scout this area.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
And depending what I'm finding in front of me, I will adjust my strategy.
Taxi, dort müssen wir hin. Keine Vorkommnisse. Keine Vorkommnisse. An dieser Position müssen wir raus.
The thing is that I have an airborne deck and my strength comes in second wave. And here in many rounds you actually end up not facing that much of an opposition, which might not be the case this time, but you don't know. So I'm just sending scouts, and depending what happens, we will simply
Wollen Sie mitfahren?
adjust. Like for example here, I could have helped these guys, but so far there's not much opposition. On the other hand, here there might be something.
Bereit für den Transport. Zielpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Jawohl.
Schneller geht's nicht.
So my goal here is really to just scout the area.
Jawohl. Achtung, der Feind ist in der Nähe. Wollen Sie mitfahren?
Sehen wir uns hier um.
Bereit für den Transport.
My impression is that they are scouting as well.
Spähtrupp bereit.
So I will actually, what can I do against scouting? Bring more scout. That's the natural reaction. this guy just lost everything or something? Yeah, I think he just lost completely this this attack. And this is conquest, so he can recover, but I doubt it.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle? Sehen wir uns hier um.
Now with my scouts, I'll move ahead and try to find the enemy.
Speer zur Stelle.
I do know that there's likely a scout over here.
Spähtrupp bereit.
It's a fighter, and I don't have anything against that. And I suppose I will have to come and help this guy over here.
Bereit, Herr
Because I seem
Kommandant.
to have really had a hard time. I see a lot of wreck burning. If we look elsewhere, here we seem to be winning. This guy is camping too far in the back. And my recon are not made to capture territory. So I suppose I will come and assist over here. Let's bring some stuff which can help in our advance.
Taxi bereit.
Geräuschdisziplin. Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
I really wish I had some planes to send to them. Strangely, the Airborn, the German Airborn, are a bit late in the game in terms of air-to-air. Well, especially the battle group I set up.
Ja, Hauptmann.
Now, an issue I have here is that he's bringing some brand groups, and I just don't have the right type of troops to fight this yet.
Wollen Sie mitfahren? So
As
schnell
I
wie
was saying,
möglich.
he's over here.
Speer zur Stelle.
Some anti-tank over there.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Now, the fact that I know he's there doesn't mean you know I'm here.
Spähtrupp bereit.
Schneller geht's nicht. Geben Sie mir den Feuerleitstand. Absitzen, sofort. Geben Sie mir den Feuerleitstand.
So here I will attempt to help what might turn into a disaster, but you'd never know.
Der mit dem Feldstecher. Siegpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Packt zusammen und dann los.
Feind gesichtet.
Interesting.
Vorgeschobener Beobachter bereit.
Okay, let's bombard it.
Koordinaten erhalten. Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
And then we go I.
Überprüft Waffen und Munition. Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
And let's move forward with these eastern troops. Now here I think he's moving forward because he's likely thinking that my vehicle over here is alone.
Beobachter bereit.
Infanterie bereit.
We surrender. Speer bereit. Geräuschdisziplin.
Well, here I can probably sneak a scout behind and spot their artillery, which could be very useful for
Don't
me.
shoot.
Ruhe. Herhören.
guess a small tank could be useful right now. He's really sneaking around.
Please, don't shoot.
What a pain. Okay, so that's
Jawohl,
one this way.
Kommandant. Packt zusammen und dann los.
Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht?
Okay, that's definitely a waste, but I'll do it. I will bombard this area.
Quadrat 734-536.
Just hope that this guy won't expose his
Überprüft
troops.
Waffen und Munition.
Wachsam bleiben.
I will move that unit of
Feind gesichtet.
Panzergrenadier toward that vehicle over here.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Actually, that's a waste. I will cancel this. Let's cancel this strike.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant?
Der Sieg liebt die Sorgfalt.
Jawohl, Kommandant.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Please, don't shoot.
Infanterie bereit.
Now we'll attack this.
Hört! Geräuschdisziplin.
Now, we're not in phase B yet. Well, even though if we were on phase B, I don't have much to actually throw at the artillery, which is a bit of a design flaw.
Angriff! Feuer und Bewegung!
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Vorwärts zur Front geht's hier entlang. Unsere Artillerie wartet auf Koordinaten.
On this side, they seem to be having a good time pushing forward. Where's the problem? Oh, it's right here. Okay, let's bring some eastern troops, expendables. And let's bring an anti-tank. You never know. Because this guy is just fascinated by holding a town.
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle. Breiter Aufwand. Wie lautet Ihr Befehl, Hauptmann? Bewegung! Abstände vergrößern! Jawohl.
On the basis that this area... Okay, I need to also secure on this side. That's great. How come? Oh, that's because this guy only has recon. That is why we're so weak.
Bereit. Absetzen, sofort.
Ladeschütze. Panzergranate bereithalten. Man kann nie wissen.
Unsere Artillerie wartet auf Koordinaten.
Okay, at this point, I can call in some airstrike that will destroy tank. No, it's just a matter of finding tank. There's plenty over here.
Hauptmann. Absetzen, sofort.
I think what I'll do over here is I will attempt to secure the middle over here.
Ruhe. Herhören.
Because we're only not securing this area because nobody has any infantry in it.
Keine Vorkommnisse. Habe verstanden. Hoch auf dem gelben Wagen.
What I don't like in the situation of the front right now is that we just don't have enough anti-air anywhere. Oh, we're getting pushed back here.
Vorgeschobener
It's
Beobachter
terrible.
bereit.
Okay, let's do an airstrike over here. An airstrike, but artillery strike.
Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Wachsam
Okay, so
bleiben.
I did seem to clear this place, so let's move to the next group of infantry. Right over here. Let's It's a really nice push they're doing here.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant?
Let's use this and continue to push.
Feind gesichtet. Seid auf der Hut.
Okay, so there is actually an aft-track over here.
Absitzen, sofort.
Or command vehicle. Let's get rid of this, even though it's a small vehicle, it can probably hold all this territory by itself.
Das hat gesessen.
Yeah, that's one less vehicle.
Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst. Wachsam bleiben. Staffel erwartet Befehle. Mann, war das knapp. Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel. Das wird ein Kinderspiel.
Okay, so since I'm sending, I guess fighter bomber, that's actually a bomber. I will send some escort with it.
Kurs bestätigt. Das hat gesessen.
Just getting those toward, even though they're not that dangerous. That will allow us to secure this area further.
Rabe 4, warte auf Einsatzbefehl.
I will also kill this aft-track.
Waffen scharf. Flieger sind Sieger.
Wir müssen hier raus!
Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel. Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende. Erwarte Anweisungen.
Vorwärts, aber schließt die Flanken. Erwarten
I'm
Ihre
really
Befehle.
having
Feind direkt vor eigener Stellung.
very little action.
Auf wen haben Sie es abgesehen? Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Now last round I had absolutely no recons, and now I have recons all over the base.
Verstanden und bestätigt. Das wird ein Kinderspiel.
Okay, let's suppress this gun over here.
Halbzeit, ich muss zurück. Horrido! Verstanden, Kommandant.
Wir haben Verlust erlitten.
Auf wen haben Sie es
Let's pull
abgesehen?
back to base.
Das ist nicht mehr auszuhalten.
Hauptmann. Absitzen, sofort.
This vehicle right here needs to die.
Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt. Wir können nicht mehr.
Verstanden und bestätigt.
Additionally, there's a challenger over here.
Lanzer zur Stelle.
Leitstelle, bereit zum Angriff. Der Tod kommt von oben. Das hat gesessen.
Nice.
Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende.
Let's destroy this artillery over there.
Die Gruppe erwartet
I guess my recon really served my purpose.
Was können wir für Sie tun? Feind gesichtet. Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
Leitstelle, bereit zum Angriff.
That's problematic for this
Was
guy
können wir
over
für Sie
here.
tun?
Rabe 4,
Let's kill
bereit
this
zum Angriff.
little vehicle, because he's a bit dangerous for my infantry. There we go.
Jawohl. Waffe
Let's
scharf.
kill this artillery piece.
Bereit. Bajonette aufladen.
Volltreffer.
Very
Ziel
nice.
zerstört.
This plane really did serve its purpose. But sadly it will likely die now.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Yeah, it did.
Und immer nach dem Feind Ausschau halten.
Okay, let's see what else is going on over here.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Whoa, I seem to have killed a lot of stuff here. Not sure what that was.
Wollen Sie mitfahren?
Wir nähern uns dem Feind, Herr Kommandant.
Infanterie bereit.
Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt.
Stellung halten, Soldaten. Zum Schützenrodel auf
So
die
I need to
Linie
destroy the vehicles here so we can gain more territory. That will be my next target. Well, this guy over here really seemed to be struggling a lot.
Fahren Sie fort, Bodo. Adler 1 bereit. Abbruch, Abbruch. Fliege zurück zum Platz. Lageinformation. Ampulle, starte Angriff. Hier wird zu brenzlig.
Oh, that's a bad move here.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Feuer und Bewegung. Reiter Hauptmann.
At this point, I'm starting to wonder how come we're not gaining more points. Other than this area, I don't see much problem on our front line.
Ja, Hauptmann. Wachsam bleiben. Stopp. Beobachtungshalt.
Reiter Hauptmann.
Speer zur Stelle.
I guess we don't have these two towns. That might work a lot.
Feind gesichtet.
Stehen bereit. Los geht's, Männer.
Now these vehicles are really
Stehen bereit.
stopping me from advancing, capturing territory.
Jawohl, Kommandant.
I guess I will just scare them away with my fighters.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Oh, we seem to have gained more territory now. That's good.
Jawohl, Kommandant. Bajonette aufpflanzen.
Hört.
Lanzer zur Stelle.
Lay down your weapons, guys. Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel. Feind gesichtet.
Okay, so what I'll do is I think I will attempt to push back the enemy over here. This might be a bit late, but it's worth trying, and for that I will use my air power.
Feind gesichtet.
Hopefully. Is the game easy or not?
Lay down your weapons,
Well,
guys.
it's sophisticated, let's see. It's not hard, you just need to know what does what, and once you understand that, you can
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle.
go all the way to either Berlin or Washington, depending which push you want.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
This guy seemed to have really been pushed back significantly. We'll have to
Auf dem gelben
do something about this.
Wagen. Horrido.
We have only 18 minutes remaining. And we have to push them back, so that's tough. I need additional anti-air, that's for sure. It's not so much to protect my ground forces, it's mostly to protect my bombers.
Hauptmann. Absetzen, sofort.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Also, I'm not too sure what's ahead of me, so I'll bring some Eastern troops.
Schlachtflieger bereit. Ja, Hauptmann. Sehen wir uns hier um.
And I think I probably have access to some Stug, which I can use to push forward. But on the basis that I don't really know what's ahead, I think I'll push with the infantry instead.
Keine Vorkommnisse. Absetzen, sofort.
Feind gesichtet. Seid auf der Hut. Auf erkannten Feind Feuererlaubnis.
I can probably bring artillery, I'm not sure.
Wollen Sie mitfahren? Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich.
Okay, let's bring some anti-tank gun. That never hurt. I will also bring an officer.
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle.
Spähtrupp bereit. Noch ist die Luftwaffe nicht am Ende.
Okay, let's kill that steward. He can suppress my troops. Don't want that.
Keine Vorkommnisse.
Let's kill whatever shows up.
Verstanden, Kommandant.
Verstanden und bestätigt. Hilfe! Der Tod kommt von oben.
Höre Sie laut und deutlich. Ende. Absetzen, sofort.
Wir sind bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Ich hau ab.
Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört.
Yeah, did kill a mortar carrier. That's good. Let's bring additional anti-air. We'll advance with that.
Wo werden wir gebraucht?
My main issue is that they have a large amount of planes, fighter planes. And my 88 are good against plane, but there's limits.
Speer zur Stelle.
Auf dem gelben Wagen. Lass mich raus! Ich will nach Hause!
I can see the amount of airstrike coming my way as I progress forward just with infantry.
Wo werden wir gebraucht? Kehren
I'll
zurück,
picture
wenn
this
Sie
with
wollen.
some tank.
Das hat gesessen.
Alright, so that should take care of many artillery pieces.
Jawohl.
Passt auf euch auf, Kameraden. Hauptmann, Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Unten bleiben!
Lanzer zur Stelle. Marschformation.
So they do have a couple of proper defense.
Wollen Sie mitfahren?
Brennt! Brennen sollt ihr!
What's good is that they are currently revealing their defense to me.
Nehmt die Beine in die Hand! Bereit zum Feuern, Kommandanten.
Let's bring additional infantry, proper infantry.
Wir können nicht mehr. Holen Sie das Fernglas raus, ruft's.
Very few.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
Wachsam bleiben.
I have a lot of MG and I have too few
Verschwinden wir von hier!
artillery pieces.
Bereit zum Feuern, Kommandant.
Wie lautet Ihr Befehl, Hauptmann?
Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen. Das ist nicht mehr auszuhalten.
Schneller geht's nicht. Fahren Sie fort,
For
Golo.
example, here there's an anti-tank that needs to die.
Sehen wir uns hier um.
Ich höre, Hauptmann.
Auf erkannten Feind Feuererlaubnis.
Tanks voll, sind wir Richtung gereinigt.
We surrender.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Too little airstrike, really. I will need a more reliable mean to bombard the enemy positions.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt. Ohne Tritt, Marsch! Wir geben unser Bestes. Die Besten der Besten.
Flak bereit.
As you can see, my 88 are starting to be low on supplies. That's why earlier I wanted to call it a supply vehicle, but it's not working. What is this?
Gottes Willen!
Ah, here we go.
Hier Morphium! Ich befolge nur Befehle.
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub.
Okay, this SMG will die.
Tag zur Stelle.
Falls der Tank getroffen wird, sind wir hinüber.
Wir sind festgenagelt.
Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst.
We can bring that.
Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel.
I saw some artillery over here. I'll take a risk and go there.
Stillgestanden.
Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst.
I might have killed someone.
Hab ich dich.
Okay, this is dangerous right here, and this is dangerous as well.
Leitstelle.
And
Bereit
this
zum
need to
Angriff.
die. And this need to be intercepted.
Zielkoordinaten, Kommandant. Ich hau ab. Ampulle, starte Angriff.
Erst einsatzbereit.
Now, also, my smaller anti-air need additional supplies.
Feind gesichtet.
Provide them.
Witzmann hat's erwischt.
I need additional troops. Grenadier, should do the job.
Staffelhelm gesichtet.
Let's bombard this. Let's bombard this.
Schlachtflieger bereit. Hilfe!
And let's bombard this. Oh,
Das
this is
abgesessen. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet.
Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen. Hauptmann, Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt.
I think I did manage to kill a tank over there.
Fahren Sie fort, Golo.
That's good.
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub. Ja, Hauptmann.
Auf geht's! Bereit für den Transport.
Okay, I need additional infantry. Let's bring some Pioneer.
Wollen Sie mitfahren? Siegpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
Now, there's an artillery piece here.
Lenkgranaten geladen. Feuer bereit. Wollen Sie mitfahren?
Suppose they are doing counter-artillery or something. Oh no, they target my flag gun.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt?
Vorwärts, Männer, aber schießt erst auf mein Kommando.
Fortunately, I'm bombarding them back.
Artillerie zu Diensten.
Now, I do need additional bombers, whatever.
Auf wen haben Sie es abgesehen? Ich kann die Kugel an mir vorbeizischen hören. Geschütz wird auf Ziel ausgerichtet. Taxibereit. Wird ausgeführt. Ende. Warten auf Feuerkoordinaten.
Oh, something died there.
Spähtrupp bereit.
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub.
Zielpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Ich liebe den Geruch von Feuer am Morgen.
Zur Stelle, Hauptmann.
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub.
Sprenggranaten geladen. Feuer bereit.
Auf Sie Feuer.
Alright.
Geschütz bereit, Herr Kommandant.
I still need supplies here. I will place that. Actually, I will call airstrike that's more destructive
Wir brauchen langsam Munitionsnachschub.
in a constructive way for me.
Nimm die Waffen in die Hand.
Hilfe! Please, don't shoot.
Let's destroy this MG there. It's slowing me down.
Start abgesetzt. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst. Jawohl, Kommandant. Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört. Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle. Vorwärts, Männer, aber schießt erst auf mein Kommando. Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Oh,
Waffe scharf.
this thing must die.
Schlachtflieger bereit.
Haha, das hat gesessen.
Bereiter Hauptmann. Hilfe! Mehr Feuerkraft gefällig? Sprenggranaten geladen. Feuer bereit.
I'm still out of ammo on this side. I need to fix this ASAP.
Wo werden wir gebraucht?
Bereiter Hauptmann.
Let's see, can I bring more stuff? An airstrike on this will be very good.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
But instead I'll do an airstrike on this.
Führe Tiefflugangriff durch.
And let's do an artillery strike on this. I will bring additional supplies.
Panzer zur Stelle.
Wir müssen hier raus.
Oh, that's very dangerous. I need to pull back.
Soll etwas in Flammen aufgehen?
Ruhe. Erhört.
Rückzug. Schützt die Tanks.
Wir sind leer geschossen.
That MG needs to die.
Der Tod kommt von oben. Verstanden und bestätigt.
That artillery needs to die over here. I think I killed the anti-tank
Kehren
gun
zurück zum
here.
Fliegerhorst.
Let's do an airstrike on this thing.
Wie wäre es mit Trommelfeuer?
I will move my artillery piece toward that
Verlegen so schnell wie möglich.
supply vehicle.
Abgesetzt.
Very nice. Kill the
Noch mit
anti-air.
am Ende.
Actually, artillery piece.
Bewegung. Abstände vergrößern.
No, I will need an airstrike or artillery strike on this.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptmann.
Actually, here I have access to those supplies. Right there. If I have any more air, yep. Against
Geben Sie mir nur ein Ziel.
an MG, that could be good.
Jawohl, Kommandant. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst.
Oh, I think we might actually end up even having having a draw or maybe potentially a victory. You know, you don't know.
Befehle, Kommandant.
Sprenggranaten geladen.
I guess what I could do quickly before this ends, because there's only 3 minutes remaining, is bringing some artillery, and I will bring additional proper infantry.
Feind gesichtet.
Feuer und Bewegung! Jawohl, Kommandant.
We surrender. Geschütz bereit, Herr Kommandant. Wir machen Halt.
Let's bombard over here.
Ausgerichtet. Flak bereit.
Oh, their fighters are really being kept away from front line by my Flak 88. There's still 2 minutes remaining. Let's bombard ahead over here.
Koordinaten erhalten. Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
Lass sie verbrennen.
And now that launcher down there needs to die. Counter strike this. Hopefully he won't have time to escape.
Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorn.
Let's kill the anti-air over here.
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
No, I think they likely managed to escape.
Wo werden wir gebraucht?
Zielpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Hilfe!
Knochensack sitzt. Jetzt wird es ernst. Er konnte Feind selbstständig bekämpfen.
Artillery strike is attacking.
Leitstelle. Bereit zum Angriff. Der
Let's
Ton kommt
bombard
von
this.
oben.
Die Besten der Besten.
Flammenwerfer bereit. Gewonnen aufgeklärt. Hilfe!
Maybe I'll kill it. I don't know.
Volltreffer.
Yeah, very
Ziel
nice.
zerstört.
Wiederholen Sie, Gefechtsstand.
Bombard over here.
Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
Wir lauten Ihre Befehle.
Wir geben auf.
Unsere Artillerie wartet auf Koordinaten.
Bei erkanntem Feind Feuer frei.
Erster Zug zur Stelle.
Well, the troops I'm bringing are paratrooper, and these are much better
Warten auf Luft- oder Bodenziele.
than what is ahead of me.
Wird schwere Artillerie gebraucht?
Let's kill this vehicle.
Halte Ausschau nach Angriff.
And this is it. So it's a draw, but from where we started from, I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Where was I? So 2,800. I lost 1,400. So that's a good score, nonetheless. Is this game worth buying? Yeah, sure. I already did play too much. If we look at it, let's see. So I did play 78 hours apparently. No, actually, 75 hours in multiplayer. So yeah, it's worth it. 4B. I'm really not a big fan of this map. It's a bit bad for 10 versus 10. Not sure, should I go with that? Now let's go with Airborn. Oh, actually the game got just crashed. Awesome. It does crash from time to time. This is still a beta, so that is to be expected. But my impression is that sometimes it doesn't necessarily crash. It just time out and then Windows close it. Loading, loading, loading. Guess we'll have to fill up another server. Okay, I guess we'll stay in this lobby for a short while, and until I figure, well, if there's nobody joining, I'll check if there's another lobby filling up. Yeah, not many people joining right now. Guess I'll go on that server instead. Let's play with UK. I haven't played with the British deck in a while. I think this is the one I'm using. What? Crashed again? It's not crashing actually. I think what happened is that you know when an application kind of take a while to load something, it's Windows pop up something that tells you, oh, do you want to shut down this program? And I think that's what's causing this. It's because of the new update of Windows, I suppose. Anyway, that will be the deck I'll be using if everything goes well. It's very focused on air in A phase, and also very focused on anti-air all alone. And very focused against anti-tank with a lot of infantry. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good deck. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but in the background around this, you can actually see me zooming or zooming out. So there must be the map in the background. So few players. Not sure I understand why people like this map more than the other one. It's smaller and a bit crowded for 10 versus 10. Let's go allies, I want to try the British. Finally around. Okay, so I have the British. No, actually, I don't have the British. What is this? That's not the deck I chose. What the hell? Well, I'll be fighting as the American then. I think what I'll do is I will actually attack on this side. It's a place where I can do much of a difference. Okay, let's see. A command vehicle, is that useful? I guess so. Actually, I have the Sherman, which are... No, not Sherman, but the Stuart, which are doing the job. Yeah, I guess I need some anti-air. And I'm out of points. Now we seem to have a very strong presence on the left. Bit of a weak presence over here. And there's me over here, which we don't know if that's a strong presence or not.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans.
Yeah, perhaps one thing I'm missing is
Yes, sir.
anti-tank, so I'll drop this. Oh, I only have anti-tank for a second wave. I really need to learn my own battle group sometime.
Ready for orders. Loud and clear. Sir.
Right, so the way I'll go about it is I will send a group of, actually 2 groups of infantry on this side of the river, and the goal of this will be to spot whatever is on this side, and there might be another goal, but mostly holding these buildings.
Need some extra firepower. Attention!
Okay, so far so good.
Taxi ready. Driver, put it in gear. Guns primed and ready. Smash the entire area. Need a lift? I know a shortcut.
Squad, at your orders, sir. Second platoon, let's go.
Let's try to move there.
Where are we headed?
There might be nobody ahead of me. It's possible. Unlikely, but possible.
Second platoon, let's go.
Because judging by the kind of movement I see, there might be nobody.
Move out, scatter formation.
Which can be an opportunity.
Let's
Or
go and look for Jerry. Everybody out!
oh, it's
Sugar
not.
King, Sugar Charlie 3. Say again. Ready to take command, sir.
There is an anti-tank over here.
Adjusting on target.
Marching formation. Move out.
Eyes on the sky. Yes, sir.
Ready, sir.
I hope I didn't kill something over there.
As you command, sir. Taxi ready.
I think with these vehicle I will try to go across and ambush that AT gun.
Guys, ready for battle.
It's a bit dangerous, but it's worth trying.
Shut up and listen to the captain.
And let's push forward. We're a tank division after all.
Need some extra firepower.
Enemy spotted.
So let's suppress this thing over here now.
10 degrees up. Fire. This war will be over by Christmas.
Oh, artillery over here.
Adjusting on target. Ready to take command, sir. I'm going as fast as I can. Artillery at your orders. Ready for order. I know a short
I'm sure my strategy might be puzzling for the other team.
Second platoon ready, sir. On the road again. Shut up and listen to the captain.
I should stop doing that, and I should start bombarding.
Blast the entire area. Second platoon ready, sir. We're moving.
Let's move forward here.
Target neutralized. Finger on the trigger. Ready to transport.
Alright, so
Target neutralized. I want to go home.
actually trying to go across over here.
Sir, yes, sir. Ready for orders. Attack formation. Form up.
Okay, I need additional reinforcements. Let's bring some over here.
Target neutralized. Ready to fire.
And they went across
Blast
over
the
here.
entire area. Second platoon ready, sir. I want to go home. Where's the fire? Shut up and
Oh,
listen to the
dangerous.
captain. Sugar Cane, Sugar Charlie 3. Say again. Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans. Take cover, Lieutenant!
There seem to be some infantry in there.
Down! Sir.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
No, let's keep moving forward.
Take cover, Lieutenant!
That's not good.
Stretchers!
I wouldn't even say that's sort of bad.
Yes.
But I did still push them quite a bit. So now we just need to bring stuff to keep intimidating them. Like those mortars seem useful.
Ammo check, everybody. Marching formation. Move out.
Let's
There are two types of pilots.
maybe
The hunters
cool.
and the prey. Reporting for duty.
this group will pull back.
Medic! Eagle 1 ready. Roger. Heading there. Ready, sir. Bayonets! GIs ready for battle. Adjusting on target. Ready to transport.
Now there's a large amount of
Marching formation. Move out.
anti-tank ahead of me.
Awaiting instructions. Engaging WEP. Guns primed and ready.
I've seen some over
Blast
here.
the entire area.
Let's bombard this.
Nothing to report. 10 degrees up. Fire. Carried away, sir. Fire and maneuver.
I will need some anti-tank soon, but still 2 minutes to wait.
Orders. Let's get the hell out of here. Moving on to new firing position.
There's a weak tank over here.
10 degrees up. Fire. Fighter ready. At your orders. Retreat. Ready, sir. On the road again. Medic.
Seem to be targeting my my anti. It's true that this is an airborne deck, so that's probably why.
There are two types of pilots, the hunters and the prey. We're being overrun.
Guns primed and ready.
That's my fighter.
Do you have a target, sir?
Down in
I kill this fighter, which make it a good trade, I suppose.
the enemy. Retreat.
Waiting for instructions, sir.
Smash the entire area.
Reporting for duty.
Easy, boys. Jerry's close.
Awaiting instructions. They're as good as dead.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
Okay, I will pull back my artillery a little, and I will send supplies in 2 seconds. Okay, let's bring this, and I will also bring this next.
Receiving loud and clear. Out.
I'll also need additional
Copy, Eagle Leader.
anti-air.
We're under fire. DIs ready for battle. Marching formation. Move out.
Yes?
I want to go home.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren. Adjusting on target.
Unfortunately, I hope this guy shoot down the enemy over there.
Sir,
I'll bring some scouts. And I will also bring those additional anti-air. There we go.
We're being overrun.
finger on the trigger.
Sir, yes, sir.
I am in charge here. Get us out of here, driver! Where are we headed?
Suppressing my after. Oh, actually, that was
Carry the
infantry.
wings, sir. Cut the engine. We're waiting here.
Okay, recon should be already on the way, but I'll bring an additional one.
Reporting for duty.
Full reverse. Now.
Now these buildings will need to be destroyed,
Backwards.
so I will
Blast the
bombard
entire
again.
area. We're hit bad. Where do you need us? Ready to fire. This is where you get off.
Yes, sir.
Need some extra firepower?
Let's go across over here.
Ready, sir.
Roger.
Eyes out for Jersey. Guns primed and ready.
And I think what I'll literally do is really destroy these buildings.
In the rear with the gear.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
I know a shortcut. Need some extra firepower?
Actually, do I have the range for this? No, I don't. Ah, but I have airstrikes.
There are two types of pilots.
I guess that
The
could take
hunters
care of that.
and the prey.
I will ensure a
Roger.
small escort.
On my way.
Probably will help a little, even though I'm really not sure if that's such a good idea.
Blown dry. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's one less. And there's
Roger. Heading back to
nobody is following. That's good.
Red Ball Express ready.
Still need additional anti-air. I'll bring some more very soon.
Ready to fire.
Oh, that's one strong tank.
Recon team, ready.
But I have a strong anti-tank here.
Roger. Let's have a look around.
Ready to mount them, sir.
Okay, so that's another building down.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Assault squad.
Now let's reveal a little infantry
We're under fire.
to be shut at.
Let's get the hell out of here. Der Ofen ist aus.
Let's destroy this building now. Now that's a pretty strong push on my side. Let's go for help. So this is a worthy cause over here.
Ready to fire.
While my anti-tank can take care of this, it still needs to arrive.
Where do you need us? Bitte, nicht schießen! Ready for orders. Ready to transport. 10-4, good buddy.
Okay, I guess it's time to change my target and then bombard ahead of those infantry.
Fire. This is where you get off.
Well, I'll put this cannon over here.
Beware of crabs. Kameraden, das war's.
We're taking heavy fire. Need a lift?
And let's kill this, hopefully.
One more kill.
Very nice.
Can't take much more of this. They've spotted us. Let's get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Let's move my infantry. Now I spotted my anti-tank, and it's receiving, of course, a lot of bombardment overhead.
Need a lift? Any update? Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Actually, let's target this anti-tank over there. It's a higher priority.
All engaged yet.
There we go.
Waiting for orders, Captain. Adjusting on target.
Now that their infantry is pinned down, I will spread the
What do you need, sir?
suppression on them.
Copy, Eagle Leader. I'm on my way out.
And now about bringing some engineer. I will send this infantry unit here to have a better view on the enemy.
Ready with supplies. Go on, Control.
I will target the enemy officer. That will make him, well, make his paratrooper a little less powerful. It seems that I still have to bring an additional anti-tank.
Ready with supplies. Waiting for orders, Captain. Move out. Stay alert. Be advised. Enemy sighted. Awaiting
Let's hope this works.
Ready to engage. Eagle 1 ready. Engaging WEP. Sir, everybody out. Bayonet. We're taking heavy fire.
This anti-tank here will have to be suppressed.
The entire area. Need a lift? Go in there. Everybody out. Yes, sir.
And I clearly need additional anti-air, so let's bring some.
Ready, sir. Roger.
My steward should be able to kill this.
Backward. GI is ready for battle.
Yeah, that's good.
Assault squad, form up.
Let's bring additional infantry still. Some scout over here might not hurt.
Yes, sir.
Let's go and look for Jerry. Setting up, sir.
Get us out of here, driver.
Okay, they seem to be tired of my artillery, so I'll move them.
ASAP.
Let's go, boys. Beware of Krauts.
They also seem tired of my anti-air.
One less crowd. Everybody out.
Let's
So
move,
let's
boys.
move some more.
Ready to transport.
Go to hell. Ready to take command, sir.
If I move my tank on this side, he should be able to be effective against whatever type of tank is over there.
Hand me the binoculars, Private. Stay on alert, men.
Ready to take command, sir. Got him.
There
Sugar
we go.
King. Sugar Charlie 3. Say again.
Let's bombard this
On target.
piece of anti-tank, I think.
Ready for orders. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Roger.
Let's get there ASAP. Engage on sight. Ready, sir.
Oh, that hurt.
Ready to pound them, sir.
Yeah, I think my main problem will be my anti-air capacity.
Waiting for orders.
Also the fact that this tank is here, that's problematic. Well, here, let's bring an MG.
Need some extra firepower.
And let's suppress this. Actually, let's suppress this instead.
Setting up, sir. Yes, sir.
Engage on sight.
Okay, so this piece of anti-tank is destroyed. I will need to
Carried away,
do
sir.
something about the rest.
What's up, sir? Moving the gun, sir.
I definitely need more anti-tank, so let's bring some.
Go on, control. They're as good as dead. There are two types of pilots, the hunters and the preys.
Backward. Just fast.
Down in place.
Potential artillery strike avoided here.
I want my scalp.
No for this house.
Where are we headed? This is where you get off. Get us out of here, driver. Need some
actually that wasn't avoided. Ended up doing it anyway.
Sir.
Checking belt, sir. Changing position.
Ready, sir. Driver, put it in gear. Yes?
Okay, I will need some light machine gun over here.
Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Get us out of here.
Pulling back my artillery over here.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Stay low. Yes, sir. Nicht schießen!
No, their paratrooper just surrendered. That's good.
Artillery at your orders.
Ready, Captain.
This is where you get off.
No, I will still send another anti-tank over there.
Yes?
Interesting.
Nothing to report. Going there.
So what I'll do here is I'll pull back those aft track. They seem to attract attention, which is not wanted currently.
Stay low.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
While here, I will bombard that
The entire area.
group of infantry.
In the rear with the gear. Sir. Ready to pound them, sir.
Taking heavy fire.
Considering my adversaries seem to be airborne, I think I will increase my artillery presence.
Carried away, sir.
Taking heavy fire.
Second platoon ready, sir. Let's go, guys.
Artillery at your orders. Waiting for fire coordinates. Adjusting on target. Do you have a target, sir? Need some extra firepower. 10 degrees up. Fire.
Okay, let's see what kind of situation we're in now. Still getting artillery down there. What a shock. It's problematic, but not that bad.
Get down.
Now, it's true that I'm actually a tank division, so it might be a good idea at this point to actually call tanks. Just occurred to me. It's like, oh yeah, right, tank. What's that?
Go on control. Attacking.
Direct hit.
So I will target his artillery spotter. Kill his spotter down there as well.
Artillery at your orders.
Okay, let's bring additional tank.
Waiting for fire coordinates. 10 degrees up. Fire. Need some extra firepower.
So I'm really just stopping him with the artillery currently. Well, pushing into the factory might be a good idea, but my team is already doing it. So I don't need more of the same. What we need is we need to push them over here. And actually here, because I'm doing... let's see, I need support and I need the Sherman, which has proper support. This Sherman will be able to deal with anti-tank guns. I will also bring additional recon unit here.
Waiting for orders, Captain. Traffic target, sir. Direct. Waiting for fire court. I hear you, loud and clear.
Okay, now what can I bring? Command Sherman. So with the 4 different Sherman, I should be okay.
Yes, sir. Ammo check, everybody. Need some extra eyes, sir.
Waiting for orders, Captain.
Okay, let's bombard a bit further ahead. Not sure where. Over here, maybe. No, actually over here. That's perfect.
Adjusting on target.
Yes, sir. Roger.
War Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening.
Okay, so I have the feeling that I should do a bit of a silly risk. But considering there's only 8 minutes remaining, it might be worth trying.
Direct.
Let's bring additional anti-air to risk it all.
Where are we headed? Awaiting orders.
Okay, so first thing first.
Waiting for fire
Not
court.
sure what it means though.
10 degrees up.
Okay, let's bombard this.
Need a lift?
Yeah, I'll take a big risk, but it might pay off. Or it might be terrible. What I'll do is I will send my force forward.
Copy that. Out. Yes, sir.
And from there, we'll see what happens.
What are our orders, sir? We're the cavalry. It would be bad form to arrive too early.
Ready, Captain. Medic. Stay on alert, men.
Artillery at your orders.
So hopefully my artillery will suppress well.
Yes, sir.
So Jumbo first,
Point down, driver.
followed by a horde.
Red 6, mounted up. Best job I ever had. I hear you, loud and clear.
Okay, that's good. That's one mistake.
Bitte, nicht schießen.
Now, it's likely that this will bring a lot of attention. Don't want that.
Nice shooting, gunner. Roger that. Need a lift? If you see a crowd, blow them away. Go to hell.
Yeah, that's not... Well, it's not bad. It's original, it's a... Let's suppress this Stug. that artillery over there. It's a bit silly, but it might work.
There are clumps out there. Close by you.
Get your shit in gear. We're rolling. Need a lift? On the road again. Radio check, red 1 through 6. Over.
Yes? Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
Backward. Armor ready.
Will this Stug die? So strong. Oh, there you go.
I love it. So many positive waves. Red 6, mounted up.
Okay, let's move over there. Although there's an 88, which might be a bit of a problem.
Use at your service. Get a move on, man.
Now, I'm mostly doing this silly push because this is conquest, and what you lose doesn't matter. Oh, nice. I killed the 88 with my Sherman. Yeah, let's bring additional recon.
Taxi ready. Ready to take command, sir. Damn, that was close.
That's likely an 88 over there.
Yes, sir. All the way on the
Let's
fence.
start with this first.
Got him.
That's another 88 down.
Ready for order. Go back.
Now that seemed to have brought up a lot of air attention and tank attention.
War Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening. Setting up, sir.
Terms ahead.
But I'm mostly concerned by this tank over there.
Story you will tell to your grandchildren. Hand me the binoculars, Private.
Okay, let's see. I can call in another jumbo and 2 more tank here.
Any update?
Let's scout ahead with my after.
I'll make 8 yet.
Copy that, sir. Yes, sir.
It's clear that I could use additional air force, but it's
Yes,
unlikely to happen. So let's bring artillery forward.
Let's go. ASAP. Need a lift? I am listening, sir.
Can't take much more of this.
Down in flame.
Here, I will suppress this cannon. Now let's move this.
Spotted.
Okay, let's suppress this guy over here. And let's do this right here.
Carrying away, sir. Heads down. All right, I'm out of here.
More tank coming. Yeah, I agree. I should have put smoke. That could have been a good idea. fighters are still chasing down enemy bombers. All that push.
Eagle 1 ready. I'm on E. Logging out.
Not sure if I'm in a positive in this push, but at least we pushed them. That's conquest after all. Let's see how terrible that was. Oh, I did kill 3,800 and I only lost 2,000, so that was interesting. Now if we see what killed what, the Mustang did good, Thunderbolt did good, Thunderbolt did good. The artillery did okay. This one, the M21. Now this one did kill 4 Stug, that's good, plus an 88. That's impressive. Now look at this one. This one, I think that's the version which is specialized as support. It killed an 88 and a couple of infantry. And the command Sherman also killed the Panzergrenadier. So, yep, that was a good round. Now the thing about the smoke is that I'm always a bit divided about its use. If you push with infantry, that's good, because that will prevent the enemy from suppressing you. But if you push with tank, you might actually prefer to have visibility and have the capacity to shoot the enemy before they bomb you anyway. So it's a bit of a trade-off, let's say. There's many rooms, but not many interesting rooms. It's mostly empty today. I guess I'll join a random one, and if somebody join, we'll play that. Otherwise, I'll wait for another one to fill up. Do I only play 10 versus 10? Well, I rarely play 4v4, but 10 versus 10, I kind of like the chaos of it. Like, in 10 versus 10, you can end up having 4 players against you, while in 4v4, you rarely get more than 1 or 2. And you rarely have the points to do anything about it. So I have a tendency to prefer 10v10. And also currently, since many people are still learning the game, and that means that you don't necessarily end up having amazing enemies in front of you all the time, and in 4v4 that get the room empty really fast. What I like about the 10 versus 10 is that there's a good portion of unexpected. While in 4v4, or even 1v1. It's like you're fighting where you're fighting, and you won't get. You're generally very focused on what you're doing there, and there's no real surprise. While in 10 versus 10, you might have a flank completely collapsing, which can be a big issue. And you might have to react to that, or you might end up having an opening in front of you, which you can gain advantage of and flank around an enemy and circle him and just defeat him this way. So, from my point of view, the 10 versus 10 offers much more interesting uh, anomaly up to a certain point, while in smaller maps, it's rock paper scissors only. There's no big wave or strategy, or you cannot. Well, there is strategy. Well, I could get some flack about saying there's no strategy there, but it's not the same thing. I understand why you might prefer small games. Everybody has his own interest. I know that it's like sometimes it can be fun to say, "Oh, look, I beat this specific guy." That's very cool. But personally, I prefer to be like, "Oh well, there's 10 people on the other side." And actually, if you go on my YouTube channel, Attila Gaming Network, one of the next guide I'll publish, it's like I end up being against an entire enemy team into 10 versus 10 and bring it from a defeat to a draw, and just by using my battle group well. So it should be very exciting. And also the thing is that I'm really used to play war game in 10 versus 10, and in many cases, it's like I was so good in war game that I could end up 10 versus me and manage to either win or get it to a draw. So that was a lot of fun. I have a couple of good replays of that. So for me, having one adversary or four adversary is not much action. And also, what's cool about 10 versus 10 is that you share the blame, whatever happened. So I think it's a good place to learn, to experiment, and mess around. While in a 4v4 or below, in terms of number, you just don't have that opportunity because everything you do is more important. While in the 10 versus 10, you can be conservative, you can be super aggressive, and if you mess up, somebody can help you out. Normally. Okay, so I'm not sure where I'm going. I did switch to the British, so what can we do with that? And what is this, by the way? This is Conquest. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go over here. No, actually, somebody seemed to be going over there. I'll go over here then. What's the most direct path for this? I think it's over here.
At your service, sir. Let's roll!
So I'll go over here. And let's see. No, okay, I think we have everything well covered. That should go fine.
Nothing to report. That's the route.
Yeah, the notion of invincibility. It's very dangerous. You should never believe in it.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
There seems to be an enemy coming that way. Probably an enemy coming that way as well.
Need a ride?
Guess I will divert one
Loud
truck
and
over here.
clear.
And I will bring... That's likely my office over here. I'll bring a rifleman over here.
What's the plan? Vehicle ready, sir.
It's a bit risky doing this, but I want to risk it. Because the guy on my left seems to be doing the job. Let's unload my infantry over there.
Grab the binoculars, Corporal. Need a ride?
There we go.
Taxi ready. Sergeant Highway is hit.
This gun ain't easy to move.
Between Moore and Persona.
So I will send these vehicles over here. And seems that I will need additional anti-tank over here.
Ready, sir.
Recon unit at your orders. I hear you, over. We'll find them, and we'll kill them.
There seem to be
Germans ahead.
a lot of people here.
Nothing to report.
That would be a great trap.
Roger. Adjusting aim. Fire.
It's likely a Firefly.
Get out, now!
Everybody, check your ammo.
Bring us there, taxi.
Let's bring some anti-air. Always useful.
Vehicle ready, sir. At your orders.
Let's hide behind that line over here.
Ready, sir. Get ready, boys.
Order that command vehicle over here.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
Wake up, boys.
Oh,
It's
that's
Nazi
not.
time.
That's actually a Stug. Interesting.
New orders, skipper? Yes, Captain.
Enemy spotted. Be ready. March formation. Move out.
Okay, control.
Okay, so his tank is routed,
Waiting for orders.
but here it's clear that I will have to do something about this.
Retreat!
Bring us there, taxi.
At your orders, sir.
Okay, let's bring additional stuff in here. Friend group might help.
Enemy sighted.
Orders, sir.
Now, if he brings his stuff over here, that will be good for my anti-tank.
Anti-tank team, operational, sir.
Let's go and look for Jerry.
He's burning.
Yeah, that's one less.
He's burning.
That's two less.
Ready to brew some tanks, sir? We can't take this anymore.
Now I need to deal with whatever is over here, which I believe is some infantry.
Nothing to report.
Let's bring my personal carrier over here.
Come on, let's go quickly.
Looking for enemy planes. Stay on your guard, gentlemen. At your orders, sir. Setting up, sir. Loader, prepare AP just in case.
Okay, so what can I do here?
Give us a good
Can
firing
bring
position.
anti-tank gun there.
Full speed, sir.
Give us a good firing position.
This guy on the side seemed to be struggling a little.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
I hear you, over.
What's up, Captain?
Get out, now!
Fix bayonets. Line on me.
What are the orders?
We can't take it anymore.
Whatever that is over there, it seemed to be expensive. It has 2-star.
Yes. Loader, prepare
So it
AP
will die.
just in case.
I'm out, over. My engine is on fire.
Ready, sir.
Seem to have killed at least 2 units, which is good.
At your service, sir.
Get down.
Now we'll have to reduce their force over here.
Scouts at your orders. They spotted us. We can't take this anymore. Stay on your guard,
Okay, let's go
gentlemen.
back here. There's no point wasting my troops there. Let's bring some suppression capacity.
Platoon formed and ready.
And an officer that will be useful.
Ready, Captain.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
Someone called for a cab?
We can't take this anymore. Yes, sir. Let's get out of here.
So I'm merely pulling back for now. Till I have the right equipment to face so many paratroopers.
Attention!
Just like right
Royal
now.
Air Force rules the sky.
Actually, an anti-tank gun might be useful currently. Useful dead.
I'm out, over. Mayday, mayday.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Now there's potentially an artillery unit over there.
What's up, Control?
Now let's kill those recon. It can be a problem.
Let's go, driver. Everybody out!
Officers ready.
that MG is not deployed at the right place, and this one needs to go over
Loud
there.
and clear. At your service, sir. Glad to see somebody knows where we're going.
Ready to fire, sir.
I just need to target my anti-air.
Bitte, nicht schießen! Stay low.
It's problematic.
Fall back! Fall back! Machine gun operational. Yes, sir. We're suppressed.
Seem to be losing some ground on the
Gun checked and ready.
phase B. That's good.
Yes, sir. Fall back! Fall back!
My staff and myself are ready, sir.
Okay, let's see. Let's bring this here. We'll move those MG over there.
One more kill.
Okay, nice.
Stay on your guards, gentlemen.
Now let's push forward.
Need some covering fire.
Now that the Stug is down,
What's up, Control?
can do stuff.
New orders, Skipper? Yes, sir. I'm out. Over.
Yes, sir.
He's burning. Be alert, soldiers. Mayday! Mayday!
Okay, so that took care of that.
Loaded, sir.
Now they will likely counter-strike my AT gun.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in
Shocking.
the open.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren. To all units, enemy sighted.
I want fire superiority.
Repeat
What
control.
I could do here is suppress this.
Bandit ahead. Ready to engage.
Pull back
Sir.
from here.
Yes, sir.
Underestimated everything.
Engaging hostile. God bless General Montgomery. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think I can hold it against so many.
Sir?
Let's move out.
Move and beware of Germans.
Well, the left side seemed to be crushed. Right side doesn't seem to be progressing too much.
Just get me out of here.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Definitely need more anti-air
I'm listening, sir.
because of this.
Need some covering fire.
We're gonna hang out the washing on the Siegfried line.
At your orders.
Pull back this command vehicle over there.
We got a man down.
What's up, Control?
Let's kill this. That might slow them down a little.
Just get me out of here. I'm out. Over.
It's one less back. That never hurts. Yeah, channeling the inner Airwind Rommel, right? Where can I find that?
I'm listening. Roger, heading to 360. ready, sir.
I guess something which I'm missing is perhaps a recon.
Waiting for coordinates. Mayday! Mayday! We can give some fire support, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that could have been a better target over there.
I'm out. Over. My engine is on fire.
So this side is completely dying. So that's not good. We'll have to do something about that. I will send some Pioneer over here. Have Vicar over here. And we need some other stuff.
Ready, sir. March formation. Move out.
I suppose artillery might be a wise choice. Nah, not really.
Reading you, Sunray. Move and open your eyes. What's the plan?
No, let's kill that
Point
back.
the target. Ready to transport. Let's go, guys. Section at your orders, sir. Understood. Mayday.
I did not even drop it.
Sky is hostile up here.
No, I guess I'll have to bring some artillery
At
because
your orders, Captain.
there's just too many anti-air over there, plus fighters and all this stuff.
At your orders, Captain.
So that's really not ideal. Let's bring an officer
Get out
group
of this
here.
hell. Platoon formed and ready. Going there.
Checking ammo, sir. Target down.
Where do you need us?
Let's move out.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren.
We can give some fire support, sir.
It's like I just don't have enough points to retake the advantage on this side. So all I can do is slow them down.
Wake up, boys. It's not tea time.
Let's bring a brand group over here. I'll bring a leader over here.
We're being shot at. Waiting for instructions, sir.
Additionally, they seem to have some recons which are spotting my stuff.
Anti-air guns ready.
Maybe no. That's not a good idea.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren. Awaiting instructions.
Red one, ready for
I will
action.
destroy this. Hopefully they noted the position.
Tank ready.
Get out, now!
Let's go, Lieutenant.
Preston, get down! My engine is on
No, they
fire.
seem to have simply not dropped the bomb. It's unfortunate.
Awaiting instructions.
Just get me out of here.
Which remind me, I should probably bring some anti-air over here.
Jerry's dead. Tommy's ready for battle. Ah, I'm hit.
Best I could do here is to bring anti-tank. Well, that will be very limited in effect.
Be ready. Get out now. Closing on them, sir.
It's all about slowing them down.
Nothing to report. We can't take this anymore. New orders, Skipper. I'm out. Over.
Now here on this side I can probably hurt them a little.
Red 1 attacking. Vehicle ready, sir. Get out of this hill. I'm out. Over. We've got them. Taxi ready. Get out.
Well, phase C. Maybe
This
that's
gun
better.
ain't easy to move. Just get me out of here. At your service, sir. Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Go and shoot anything that moves.
Go on, Control. We got a man down. Bandit ahead. Ready to engage. Repeat, Control.
Okay, so let's attack those bombers.
Roger. Move, but be ready to shoot.
Just get me out of here.
One more kill.
Oh, skill cost him 2 bombers. That's good. I like the fair share.
Rounds on ammo.
No, judging by how much they seem to like to push on this side. Let's bring additional recon. Oh, well, I need to get this fighter
Velvet
out.
1, ready. Roger, heading back to base.
Second platoon ready, sir.
Now this martyr tree should be something that I prioritize in killing.
We're under fire.
Okay, let's bring additional anti-air. Always more.
Sir, be careful. Enemies nearby.
He's right dead. This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren.
At your orders, Captain. Get out now. I have nothing else planned for this afternoon. At your service, sir.
Okay, let's send some vehicle over here this way. It's not so much that they will hold them much, but that's stuff to kill. You know, it's just a distraction.
Get ready, boys.
Although here, an airstrike on this could kill it, potentially.
Going closer.
I'm not too sure.
Nicht schießen. Enemy spotted.
No, just scared
My
him away.
engine is on fire.
Yes, sir. My staff and myself are ready, sir.
Okay, here, I'll move these troops over here.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Enemy spotted. Everybody, check your ammo. Fix bayonets. Line on me.
Right on the mark.
Yes, sir. Enemy spotted.
Okay, now we do need additional tank. Yeah, that's what we need. Plus anti-air. Always more.
Everybody out. Enemy spotted. Be ready. Waiting for orders.
Here we'll deactivate
We've got them.
shooting anything else than tank. bring a leader over here. Bring some friend groups.
Taxi ready.
Okay, some cannon killed this.
At your service,
That
sir.
is definitely good to know.
Everybody out!
Affirmative, sir.
Stay on your guards, gentlemen.
I suppose some recce could be useful here.
Officers ready. Move and beware of Germans.
Enemy spotted!
Looking for enemy planes. Yes, sir.
Oh, there seemed to be a non-tight thing over there.
My staff and myself are ready, sir.
Orders are to shoot on sight. We'll go.
Now let's bring additional brand groups over here.
Yes, sir. Move, but watch our flanks.
Waiting for instructions, sir. Get down! Retreat!
Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Affirmative.
Let's kill these.
Go back, driver.
We need ammo here.
They likely have some recons in there.
We've got them.
Awaiting instructions. Attacking.
Bitte, nicht schießen!
Everybody out! Someone called for a cab? Grab your stuff and move.
Assault formation on me.
That's one this thing over there. Well, I did manage to kill his bomber. Lost my fighter, but that's okay.
Be ready. At your orders.
His bomber are worth more to
Grab the
him
binoculars, Corporal.
at this point.
Orders, sir? Setting up, sir. Be alert, soldiers. Let's go and stay quiet. Yes, sir. What are the orders?
Now let's wait for him to get close over here.
Enemy spotted!
Let's call the Air Force.
Copy that. That one bought it.
Very nice.
Enemy engaged. I'm out. Over. That one bought it. My engine is on fire.
So, Schwim. What is this? Seem to have killed something useful there.
Waiting for orders. We stay here. Let's go
Let's
and
move the
stay
scout
quiet.
forward.
My staff and myself are ready, sir.
What's up, sir? Push the envelope, driver.
I suppose perhaps if I still had some machine gun, that could be useful. Oh, they're coming with artillery. I'll have to deal with that. My own artillery.
What are your orders, sir?
Take care, boys. Ready to fire, sir.
Yes, sir. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
Grab the binoculars, Corporal. Kameraden, das war's.
We'll just annoy them a little.
Red 1, ready for action. Understood. Over.
kind of spec is this? This thing has a lot of crew. Oh, Pack 88, that's why.
Need a ride? 10 degrees up. Fire!
It's clear that at this point my intention is really not to push them. Yet. But with 10 minutes left, it's unlikely that I will do much.
Where do you need us?
Der Ofen ist aus.
Get out! Now! HE loaded. Ready to fire.
Engine is running. We're waiting. Combat speed.
Okay, killer pack. Let's get something else.
Adjusting on target. Ready to pound them, sir. Waiting for instructions, sir.
Move and beware of Germans.
Engine is running. We're waiting. Roger, heading to 360.
Oh, let's try a strike on this. And let's try a strike on this as well.
Coordinates acquired. Fire at will.
Mayday, mayday.
Do you have
It's
a
doing
target,
counter
sir?
battery artillery. No, sadly my plane did not manage to bombard.
HE loaded. Ready to fire.
Fall back. I hear you loud and clear.
Get out of this hell! Anti-air guns ready. Up. Fire!
Radio check, red 1-6, over.
I hope this cannon has an angle on that too.
Follow me.
Yes, he does, so we can push forward.
Get the hell out of here. Out of ammo. We've got them.
Forward observer ready. Request fire mission. Green 734-536.
That's interesting. It's a lot of enemies, so I will bring the appropriate response to this. Here we go.
We've got them.
Looking for targets. Drop 300. 5 rounds. Fire for effect. Ready to fire.
We've got them. Take cover, Lieutenant.
Gun ready, sir.
I'm listening.
Is there anything I could bomb which would be useful currently? Not maybe the
Enemy
recons over here.
We're listening to you. Fire and maneuver. I got a hit. Yes, sir. We're under fire.
Let's bombard that pack.
Request fire mission. Green 734-536. Ready to fire.
Der Ofen ist aus.
There is an artillery piece over here.
HE
I'll
loaded.
bombard that.
Ready to fire.
Yes, sir. Assault formation on me.
What's up, Control?
No, let's call an airstrike on this, whatever that is.
Point the target.
I'm suspecting it's something
Jerry's dead.
mean.
Just get me out of here. Yes, sir. We'll find them, and we'll kill them. Recon team ready. We're under fire!
Let's move this artillery over here.
Out of ammo.
That should go well.
We've got them. Yes, sir. We're under fire.
And we will bombard this line over there.
Request order mission. 3734536.
Yeah, hit once.
Saluting the captain makes him a target for Germans. Shoot on him.
Yeah, I knew there was some pack over there.
Attention.
I have to destroy this.
He's burning.
Yes, sir.
Let's bombard this. It's too far.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Preston, get down.
Office is ready.
I seem to be killing a lot of his infantry.
Need a ride? Group 4 units coming sight on the enemy.
Section, at your orders, sir.
Big question is, am I wasting more than what I'm killing?
Germans ahead. We need ammo here. We've got them.
Stay low. Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Roger. What's up, Control?
Well, that was it. Total defeat. I could not this that much, but I did kill much more than what I lost. So